Test 1, 2. Can you hear me? All good? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 here at Wanderers Park. Test 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're right. You can't see that corner, eh? It's no good. Test 1, 2, 3 here at Wanderers Park. Can you hear me? Throw in, headed away by the defender. No, nothing. Oh, you can. Yep. Test 1, 2, 3. Cross whipped in. I'll give you a bit of noise as well. Cross whipped in. It's a header. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Can you believe it? The goalkeeper now on the counter attack. He goes long. Brilliant touch, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper because it's nearly an own goal. Yep. Easy, bro. Welcome to a very wet baby wonderland here for a match between the emerging superstars Western Sydney Wanderers Academy against the New South Wales and Australian football institution that is Sydney Olympic. Players shake hands. Our referee is Craig Fisher, and you guys can't see it because they're on the side that we're filming, but the grandstand on both ends is packed. The RBB is here, but there are also some Sydney Olympic fans that made the trip as well. You can hear some faint chants of Olympic, Olympic for Western Sydney. They were our runaway leaders in New South Wales, but have been pegged back-to-back losses. Andrew Christensen's team look to reassert themselves as the team to beat. They are still first in New South Wales, and they make two changes. Into the team comes Anthony Pantazopoulos and Ryan Devine as well. I'll read out the 11 for you. Tiger Harper in goals. One of those two changes, Pantazopoulos, Donny Gridic, Dylan Shikluna. The human highlight reel in number 7, Marcus Eunice. The man who was the top goal scorer in the New South Wales NPL until he was overtaken by the man who always seems to be the top goal scorer, Alec Udushevsky. The number 9, Nathaniel Blair. 10 is Alex Badolato. Number 13 is Aidan Hammond. Number 14 and the captain is Zach Sapsford. Number 25 is Riley Hollingdale. And the second of those two changes, Ryan Devine. Sydney Olympic have had a roller coaster of a season. They've only picked up one win in their last 4 as they look to get back in finals contention. Their manager, Lab Haliti, has also made 2 changes, bringing in Ten Kwol against his former team, and Mr. Olympic Peter Politis comes back into the team as well. Craig Fisher is our referee. Wanderers wearing their iconic red and black. Sydney Olympic in their equally iconic blue and white on the right of your screen. It is going to be Nathaniel Blair to get us underway. Wanderers going from left to right here in a very wet Western Sydney, but the rain looks to have held off momentarily. And this promises to be a very exciting game from two teams looking to get back amongst the winners. And it is Zach Sapsford to get us back underway. The Wanderers look to go long, and it is Ten Kwol pressing against his former team, one of 2 Sydney Olympic players, Georgie Antonis, once donned the red and black as well. It's an early throw, and I hope you can pick that up on my microphone. Plenty of noise here at Wanderers Football Park. There's lots going on. Blacktown Spartans playing down the road, but as you can hear behind me, the RBB is singing, of course. This is now their only opportunity to watch Western Sydney. They narrowly missed out on the finals, but a chance for those Western Sydney Wanderers fans to see some of the youngsters who played a part in that season. Of course, Zach Sapsford scoring in 2 Sydney derbies, Marcus Eunice, just to name a few as well. And here is another man who featured regularly for the A-League men's team, Alex Badolato, who mops up. Passes it back to his goalkeeper, Tiger Harper, who made his debut in a 3-3 draw against the Newcastle Jets. The man who's at the bottom of your screen there, the human highlight reel, Marcus Eunice, is always a man to watch. Wanderers go down his opposite side. That's going to be a very good battle between he and the former Central Coast Mariner, Zach Zoricic, who's going to need to be at his best to keep out the Aussie Neymar. Nathaniel Blair, lovely little one touch. A little bit of space opens up here for Western Sydney. First attack of the game, and it was that man, Zach Zoricic, who gets a toe in and sends it out for a Western Sydney throw. Nice little burst of pace there from Aidan Hammond. We saw what he could do, popping up in a 4-3 win, scoring against Melbourne Victory. Tiger Harper. Western Sydney were absolutely flying, which is even more impressive as they go long looking for Marcus Eunice, when you consider that a lot of these players featured heavily for the A-League men's team, either on the bench or thrust into starting action, as well as Michael Vacas scored last week, scored a beautiful goal as well looking to disrupt this early run of possession for Western Sydney. They go long to Eunice once again. Shows off his springs and he heads it forward to Mr. Sydney Derby. Zachary Sapsford manages to find the red and black jersey. It's Aiden Hammond for Western Sydney and he puts it over the bar. Great football down this right-hand side and an early warning shot fired by the New South Wales NPL leaders. Talk about Sydney Olympic start to the season, though. Polar opposite to their opponents today. Lost to newly promoted Hills. They also lost to Wollongong. Alarm bells are ringing. Then they dispatched Sydney United 6-0, and it looked like they had turned the corner. And then won 3 games straight, but now are in a run where they've only won once in their last 4 games. Last week, playing against their rivals. Here we go. Is chance there was Adam Parkhouse. Now it's Roy O'Donovan, and he hits a beautiful shot against the crossbar. Pops back out for Michael Vakis. Danger not over yet. Great start to this game. Vakis looks to curl it, and he does. Michael Vakis does it again, and he celebrates in front of the Western Sydney Wanderer fans. What a response from Sydney Olympic, who are under the pump. But the man who has popped up with beautiful goals this season scores another one, Michael Vakis. After Roy O'Donovan's shot cannoned across the crossbar, Vakis was there to mop it up and curl it into the top corner. Nothing Tager Harper could do about that. The RBB keeps singing, but these Western Sydney Wanderers fans are stunned. What a start to this game. Not even 5 minutes gone, and Sydney Olympic needed a response. Michael Vakis does it again. Scored a beautiful goal last week against St. George, curling it in. I believe that one was with his left foot. This one, though, with his right. Tager Harper at full stretch could do nothing about that one. What a start to this game. The Aiden Hammond shot flashed over Noah James's goal with their first attacking venture. They hit the crossbar, and then Michael Vakis scores, slides in front of the RBB as well. It's a shame that our camera's on the same side as these fans, because both grandstands are packed and making noise as well. But it is the away team who lead by 1-0. If you're just joining us now on the Football New South Wales YouTube, lovely ball, Zach Sapsford. Little bit of space now for him to find the cross, and he does. It now falls to the path of Alexander Bartolato, and Bartolato responds. Not even 2 minutes after they conceded, Wanderers hit back. Beautiful move down the right-hand side from Zachary Sapsford. Whips it across goal, and Alexander Bartolato draws Western Sydney level, and the RBB's going mad. What a start to this game of football. Alexander Bartolato, after a beautiful cross from Zach Sapsford, beat everyone and then fell to the feet of Western Sydney's number 10. Western Sydney respond after they were stunned against the run of play, and they're going down this right-hand side a lot. They look to go down it one more time. It's Sapsford who's everywhere, and his shot cannons off Zach Zoricic and out for a Western Sydney corner. Hollingdale to take the corner. RBB in full voice here. As their team, they didn't even have to wait 2 minutes for a response after going 1-0 down from a beautiful goal from Michael Vakis. This is a chance to take the lead now, and they do! What a start to this game from the set piece. After going 1-0 down, not even 3 minutes later, Western Sydney now lead. What a crazy start to this game of football. It was a low cross. It beat everyone, and then it was steered in. Beautiful awareness there and touch, and there was nothing Noah James could do about it. And can you believe it? It is 2-1 Western Sydney. We don't even have 8 minutes gone. Sydney Olympic looked to respond straight away. Parkhouse looking to tow it forward for Politis, and there was a high boot. Olympic going to get a chance to respond straight away. Chance here for Olympic to respond straight away. It's a great cross loaded into the back post, but there are Western Sydney jerseys everywhere. Falls to the edge of the box for Sam McElhatton, and it will go out for another corner. We just saw one, Pantazopoulos. The defender, one of two changes from Andrew Christensen, and he showed the composure of the forward there. Guiding it into the goal. How did Olympic respond? It's a great ball once again, and Tiger Harper had to be strong there, and he was. Olympic with a chance here. Heavy collision. It's going to be an Olympic free kick right on that far left-hand corner. An unenviable set piece for the Sydney Olympic players to take. He's going to have to take it right in front of the RBB. 9 minutes gone. Western Sydney lead. Crazy start. 2-1. Low cross. Sent away comfortably. Michael Vakis, beautiful goal, but then Western Sydney went bang, bang straight away. First goal from Alex Badolato, second from Pantazopoulos. Western Sydney looking to snap this 2-game skid. Lovely feet there by Aiden Hammond. What a start to this game. Both these teams have been in a number of crazy games as Marcus Eunice was calling for the ball once again. They've looked dangerous going down this right-hand side. Look to go down to the left. Parkhouse gets back there and intercepts. A chance for Olympic. Get back into this game and kickstart their season again. It's been an up and down season for Labhaliti. Couple demoralising defeats, then that big win. It has been the definition of a roller coaster as they look to go long for the goal scorer, Michael Vakis. Hollingdale, whose corner is steered in by Pantazopoulos. Here is Nathaniel Blair. Holds the ball up. He's back to Hollingdale. Nice spell of possession once again for Western Sydney, who've enjoyed a majority of it. And we're stunned with Sydney Olympics. Really first venture in their own half. Shot from Roy O'Donovan, cannoning off the crossbar. And then the second opportunity pounced on and curled in by Michael Vakis. Here are Sydney Olympic. Vakis, the goal scorer. He's got Zoricic making the overlapping run. He gets that first time cross, and it was Teng Kuo. Couldn't get his head on it against his former club. One of two starting Sydney Olympic players who wore the red and black last season. Georgie Antonis is the other one. McElhatton. Lovely pass from Roy O'Donovan. Space down the right-hand side for them to get in across. They might look to shoot, and it trickles agonisingly past Tiger Harper and out for a goal kick. A little bit of a pause in play. Here we go, and we're back underway. And you have to catch your breath after that start. 3 goals in the opening 7.5 minutes. What a start. And you should have known that there was going to be goals in this game. Heavy challenge there, and it's a fair one, says our referee. But Western Sydney went on a run of 8 straight wins, pulling clear at the top of the New South Wales NPL. In that stretch, they scored 34 goals. Back-to-back losses. That 6-0 loss right here in Western Sydney against the Apia was when they were missing a host of stars. That man on the ball there was one of them, Marcus Eunice. Peter Politis mops up. Ball falls back to Aiden Hammond. Here is the human highlight reel. Marcus Eunice gets back on his right foot. Now he has a bit of space. Plays Zach Sapsford. Shouts to shoot. He holds the ball up. Well defended by Timotheu, the veteran, going up against the youngster right there. Michael Vakis. Plenty of energy from him, the goal scorer, as you'd expect. O'Donovan, 2022 New South Wales NPL Golden Boot winner. Sydney Olympics adopted Greek. Looking to release Vakis there. And it goes out for a corner. Chance for Sydney Olympic to respond. We've already seen 1 goal from a set piece. Big defender. And Dezopoulos getting on the score sheet. It's actually going to be a throw right next to that corner post. Long looping throw as well. Headed away to the edge of the box. And then again by Sapsford, who's wearing the armband. Blair gets back there. Guides it into the path of the goal scorer, Badolato. Ryan Devine here now to take the throw. Wearing number 99. It's one of the great football numbers. Going up against another 99 as well, Roy O'Donovan. This game now has just been allowed to breathe a little bit after that chaotic start. We saw 3 goals in 8 minutes. O'Donovan there. Nearly pinched the Wanderers' pocket, but it's been the home team enjoying the majority of possession. Hammond looking for Wanderers' top goal scorer, Nathaniel Blair, and he wins a free kick for the home team, which they take quickly, and they play it out wide to Eunice. Showing off those silky feet, Marcus Eunice. This is intercepted, but by his ex-teammate Georgie Antonis, who'd know all these tricks. McElhatton looking to release Adam Parkhouse, who is lightning, going up against Devine. Parkhouse, can he get it back on his left foot? Yes, he can. Floats it, looking for 10 Qual. It's a fantastic cross. And then sent away to the M8 there and out to safety. It was a great cross from Adam Parkhouse, who found that left foot, which is a wand. And it nearly led to a Sydney Olympic equaliser. They will get a corner though. Sydney Olympic, despite not having a lot of the ball, are looking dangerous on the counter-attack, and they nearly unlocked Western Sydney on that right-hand side. A chance with the corner now to get an equaliser, and it goes over the head of everyone. It was Parkhouse lurking at the back post once again. Timotheu, big centre-back, showing off his feet there, and it's a decent ball. Headed now in the path of Aiden Hammond, who sends it out to safety. Well won by Zoricic. And even better by Aiden Hammond, who looks to break. He's got Marcus Eunice to his right. Oh, he tried to dink it over the top, looking for Eunice, but a little bit too much on that one as a Sydney Olympic player has stayed down, and Zach Zoricic got a nice little spray as well from the RBB, which I'm sure the Sydney Olympic players are going to have to get used to. It's part of the game, and it's created a great atmosphere and contributed to this fantastic opening 17 minutes. Wanderers lead by 2-1. 43 goals have been scored by Western Sydney in 13 games. My math serves me right, that's more than 3 a game, so you knew there was going to be goals in this one. They had to come back from behind. Making a good start would have been key because they found themselves 3-0 down last week. Adam Bulgaria late show, double off the bench, not enough for them to salvage a point. And reduce their lead at the top to 1 point in this fantastic 2024 season of the New South Wales NPL, where finals are back. And Ziggy Gordon was in two minds there, but his goalkeeper with a nice loud shout. They send that one out for a Sydney Olympic throw. And I was talking about that Zoricic-Yunus battle. Another good battle is going to be Divine against Adam Parkhouse. Adam Parkhouse, very experienced, ex-Wellington Phoenix and Manly as well. An absolute wand of a left foot, which we've got a little sneak peek of. Here is Ten Kuo. Now they send it, looking for the goal scorer, Vakis, who's in a little bit of space, and now it floats to the back post. And Roy O'Donovan's header. It's still with Sydney Olympic. Fizzed back in, but O'Donovan with a collector's item there, and it's a rare miss. And now a chance for Western Sydney to break. Lovely hold-up play there. Now it's Marcus Eunice. He's got Zach Sapsford making the run. Couple step-overs from the Aussie Neymar. Finds Hollingdale. Roy O'Donovan was slow to get back, but now he's getting back and helping defend. It's Hollingdale once again. All 11 players behind the ball for Sydney Olympic as Western Sydney look to turn the screws. Every time Sydney Olympic break, they do look dangerous despite Western Sydney having a majority of the ball. This man and Zach Sapsford have linked up on a few occasions, looking very dangerous. Zoricic getting back there to intercept. Hollingdale. Lovely ball for Zach Sapsford. Flag stays down and he puts it over the bar. Great chance for Western Sydney. It was a lovely ball. And he flashes it over the bar. Apologies for my voice. Going all over the place there. It was lovely football. They managed to unlock them in one pass. And that is what this Western Sydney team can do. Huge chance to go 3-1 up, and I don't like making predictions, but if this first 20 minutes is anything to go by, there's going to be plenty more goals. Zach Zoricic wrestling against Eunice, and a little bit overzealous there from Western Sydney's number 7. Long switch. Just to find Parkhouse and Politis eventually. Ziggy Gordon, another very experienced player in this Sydney Olympic team with A-League experience. It's a lovely ball looking for O'Donovan, who gets there first. Has he put it past Tiger Harper? No, he hasn't. It just ran out of juice. It looked like it was going to bounce in. It was a beautiful ball, and one ex-A-League veteran to another, Ziggy Gordon, to Roy O'Donovan, who had to be brave there because Tiger Harper was steaming towards him. And he nearly poked it through. Once again, another warning shot from Olympic, as now Ziggy Gordon's going to have to get back there and mop it up, which he does, because Divine, who's limping, and he limps out of play, but here is Aiden Hammond, cuts back in on his right foot. Nathaniel Blair. Zach Sapsford was looking for the 1-2. Still with Sydney, Western Sydney here. Marcus Eunice, lovely step over. Zoricic with the slide, still with Marcus Eunice. Rides the challenge of Vakis, floats in a great ball. That was brilliant from Marcus Eunice. A couple of the Western Sydney fans approve as well. My bad, they were Sydney Olympic fans. Good to see the Sydney Olympic faithful have made the trip up the M8. What a great football club they've seen. A great opening 22 minutes to this game. As I said to you earlier, I have to keep going on about it because this is one of the best atmospheres I've commentated in the NPL. This grandstand is full. RBB's making plenty of noise. Sydney Olympic fans have made the trip as well. Noah James gets us restarted. Ten Kuo heads it forward. Ten Kuo knows Andrew Christensen, the Western Sydney manager, very well. Played with him at Central Coast Mariners, followed him to Western Sydney, found himself playing on the wing, up front, and centre back as well. Probably a victim of his own versatility. But in the starting team from Lab Halidi today. Goals have not been an issue for Western Sydney. As I mentioned before, 43 of them. They've put 5 goals past Manly, Sydney, and the Central Coast Mariners, and they have 2 inside 23 minutes here. But the Olympic, well up for the challenge today, largely thanks to that man who's tackled by Dylan Shikluna. Michael Vakis' curling effort got us started here. And then Alex Badolato tapped in. A lovely move down the right-hand side from Zach Sapsford. Ball falls now to Roy O'Donovan on the outside of the boot. And Sydney Olympics adopted great. Roy O'Donovan is really starting to warm up into this game. An early shot cannon off the crossbar, and he's starting to wreak havoc now. Roy O'Donovan coming up against Nathaniel Blair. Nathaniel Blair, one of the breakout contenders for the Golden Boot. A little bit risky there from Western Sydney, but they were assured in possession. And that one wasn't, though. Tager Harper was looking for Shikluna and a chance for Olympic to apply a little bit of pressure. Zoricic to take the throw. Goes back. His big centre back, Timotheo. Sam McElhatton rides the challenge. Timotheo once again goes long. Looking for Zoricic, allowed to bounce it by Shikluna, and does very well to head that back. Tager Harper, as I said, made 1 appearance for Western Sydney Wanderers' first team, and it was a 3-3 draw against Newcastle Jets, and this game's shaping up to be a game very similar. Politis. It's back for Noah James. Long and high, and the goal scorer Pantazopoulos there rises above. Ten Kuol. Politis finds Antonis. Ten Kuol wrestling with Pantazopoulos, and a bit too much wrestling. Says our referee, Craig Fisher. You know a referee's having a good game when you haven't seen too much of him or her. Sydney Olympic enjoyed probably their best spell of possession these last 2 or 3 minutes. Happy to sit back and try and hit Western Sydney on the counter like they did for the first goal, but they find themselves behind and under the pump once again. It looks like if Sapson can get a good ball away, and he can, it's going to sit up for Marcus Eunice, going up against Timotheo. Step over, dinks it to the back post. It's a great ball. It's still in the box and then sent away to safety, and Marcus Eunice once again showing us what he can do down that right-hand side. Shikluna. RBB in full voice here. Shikluna toes it through for Zach Sapsford. Flashes it across goal, and Noah James was at full stretch there. Looks like he managed to get a key palm and steer it away to safety. Not too safe though, because it's going to be a Western Sydney throw. Intercepted. So it looked like Sydney Olympic were getting into this game. It's now wave after wave of Western Sydney attack. Bit of space down the left-hand side. Low shot. Never going to test Noah James. James sends that one out looking for Michael Vakis. Shikluna's head, a little piece of it. It falls down to 10 Quo, who's in a little bit of space as well. Goes shoulder to shoulder with Dylan Shikluna, and it's a free kick on the edge. On the edge. There must be centimetres in it. Sydney Olympic pleading with our referee, Craig Fisher, that was in fact in the box. It was 10 Quo and Dylan Shikluna going shoulder to shoulder there. There must be a blade of grass in it. That is on as edge of the box as it can be. Sydney Olympic players and their fans not happy with that decision. Would have been a huge call. Quo cut across the box, and Dylan Shikluna was coming across. Those players came together and illegally set a referee, but it was right on the edge of the box. As edge as you can get off the edge of the box. It's going to be Sam McElhatton and Adam Parkhouse to stand over this one. A chance for Sydney Olympic to draw level in this brilliant game of football. Parkhouse steps away. It's going to be Sam McElhatton. Hasn't scored a goal this season. What a moment it would be if he could score now. He goes for the cross instead, floats it to the back post. And Wanderers end up with the ball. They look to break now. Heavy challenge once again, and this time the call goes in Western Sydney's favour. A relieving one for the home team as the rain just starts to trickle down a little bit here at Western Sydney. It's been, if you're not from Sydney watching us in other parts of Australia for free on YouTube, it has been pouring down all weekend. But the weather gods have been in our favour. The opening 30 minutes here. Western Sydney lead by 2-1. Sapsford, lovely ball. Bit of space here, and Politis had to be strong there, and he was. Great tackle from Sydney Olympics right back. He had to be assured, otherwise Western Sydney were in, and they look for the switch. Marcus manages to bring it down. Going up against Marcus Eunice, and Marcus Eunice showing he doesn't mind getting back there. Doing the less glamorous stuff, not just scoring outrageous goals and rainbow flicks and solo golazzos like we've seen him do time and time again in the New South Wales NPL. Quo looks to turn. McElhatton, a little bit of space here. George Antonis to slip there as Western Sydney look to break. Nathaniel Blair going up against Ziggy Gordon. There's a little bit of a pace mismatch. Been a card shown, and it was a yellow one. Apologies for the delay for me. I was just trying to work out, my eyes are getting worse and worse. But it was a yellow card. Ziggy Gordon, a veteran. But Nathaniel Blair with a clear pace advantage, and he showed it there. Ziggy Gordon brought him down. A couple shouts from the Wanderers faithful that was last man in a red. Craig Fisher disagreed, and I jinxed Craig Fisher. He had a very quiet opening 28 minutes, but he's been thrust into action with a couple big calls. Western Sydney take the free kick short. Shikluna. Beg your pardon, Nathaniel Blair lets it run. And he manages to get a cross in as well. It goes to Zach Saps, but he just couldn't control it. Lovely work from Nathaniel Blair. Let it run across his body. Western Sydney's throw. In a good area. Chance for them to turn the screws on Sydney Olympic here. Sapsford's been very heavily involved. Nathaniel Blair was looking for the back heel. That would have been outrageous if he got clean contact, but he didn't. Now a chance for Olympic to break. O'Donovan, lovely ball that sits up perfectly for Parkhouse, going up against Devine. Parkhouse looks to get it back onto his left foot. A little bit of space for the shot. Plays it to the goal scorer, Michael Vakis. Can he do it again? Runs out of room. Good work there from Shikluna, who sees it out for a corner. Lovely work from the Western Sydney fullback. Once again, Sydney Olympic showing that they are dangerous on the counter-attack. Almost unlocking Western Sydney there. They're going to have a chance to do it once again, though, from a corner. They floated in. It's a good ball once again, but only red and black shirts in the vicinity, and a chance for Marcus Eunice to break. He's got some space, which is always a dangerous sight. Cuts back in, looks for the outside of the boot, switch. Oh, it nearly fell to Alex Badolato. He didn't know too much about it because Ziggy Gordon was steaming through and then missed it. Beautiful football from Marcus Eunice, who has advertised, showing us why he is called the human highlight reel. Dazopoulos, his goal, what gave Western Sydney the lead from a corner after they went 1-0 down. Badolato, it was his goal that drew them level. Devine now. It's been a good battle on his side with him and Adam Parkhouse. Hollingdale. Ball looking for Nathaniel Blair, but it went over his head and it was Zoricic who toes it away. Vakis up against Shikluna, and he holds it up. The goal scorer dinks it over the top, looking for O'Donovan. Can he bring it down? Yes, he can. And he finds Tenquol going up against Pantazopoulos, still with Tenquol. Lost the ball for a second, holds it back up for Adam Parkhouse. We're looking to get it back onto his left foot. Well defended there by Western Sydney. Sydney Olympic look to threaten once again. 10 minutes to go in this first half. What a game it has been so far. We had 3 goals in the first 8 minutes. Sydney Olympic took the lead, and Michael Vakis hurling beauty. It's forced to Tenquol now. It's still with Tenquol. Drills it hard, and it's a great save by Harper. And Pantazopoulos sends it away for a corner. Tenquol's best chance of the game so far. Ex-Western Sydney Wanderer. So close to a goal against his former team. Parkhouse to take the corner. Parkhouse floats it to the back post, and Pantazopoulos sends it out for another Olympic corner. Just there. Looked like they were going to take quickly, but now they need to rush. There's still 9 minutes to go. Floats it to the edge of the box. Headed away by Western Sydney once again. Politis, though, for Olympic. Timotheu, big centre back there. Looking to get the shot away, and he's going to be caught upfield as Western Sydney look to break. Marcus Eunice and Sapsford screaming for the ball. It falls to Marcus Eunice. Lovely change of direction from Marcus Eunice, and he nearly had Western Sydney's 3rd goal. This time it's the Wanderers nearly doing the damage on the counter-attack. Marcus Eunice was very close to goal number 6 of the season in the New South Wales NPL. To go with that 1 goal he scored against Melbourne City, the A-League men's team as well. Hollingdale to take the corner. Sydney looking to pull too clear, and it was Pantazopoulos who got up once again. Wrong and of a bounce there, favoured Sydney Olympic. They just hit that one as far away from their goal as possible. Tenquol. Devine was alert there. Pantazopoulos looking for the switch. Timotheu getting back there, and it was at full stretch, and he had to be. Otherwise, Zach Sapsford was in, but Olympic going to have to defend once more. It's a low shot, which takes a deflection of Zach Sapsford. And took all the sting off that shot. Noah James goes long. Looking for Donovan. Lovely touch off the chest there. Tenquo's got grown into this game the longer it's gone, and he and Roy O'Donovan causing problems now with the press, but Western Sydney manage to pass their way out of it, and they look to break now. Badolato finds his left back. Devine, can he get a good ball? And he floats it to the back post. And Zach Sapsford was there, but a little bit too much on there. The man who became a Derby hero, Zach Sapsford, of course, was Sydney FC youth product, scored the winner against Sydney FC in a derby, and then he scored again against Sydney FC in what looked like it was going to be an equaliser, only for Sydney FC to score an eventual winner, but loves a big game. Zach Sapsford wearing the armband today for Western Sydney. Noah James to get us restarted with 6 minutes to go here at Baby Wonderland. There's long looking for the ex-Western Sydney Wanderer Qual, who heads it forward, but Vidic sends that one away. It's a bouncing ball. Zoricic, who's had his hands full with this man being one of them, and Georgie Antonis gets back there against his former teammate and wins his team to throw. Looping throw looking for Tenquoy. Manages to find him through a sea of red and black. McElhatton looking to burst three, and Hollingdale's going to find himself in the book as well. No arguments from the Western Sydney Wanderers player there. Riley Hollingdale, who gets in the referee's book. Timotheo finds Zach Zoricic. Chance for him to get a good ball in, and Gridic there with the header. Still with Sydney Olympic now. It's Vakis, floats it to the back post looking for Qual. And they beat everyone, and it's Aiden Hammond now. Going to get out of trouble. He's dispossessed though. Well done by Peter Politis. And there's a chance. There's a shout of a penalty. It was Georgie Antonis who stayed down, which you don't like to see. There was a couple of shouts of a penalty there. It was a heavy collision, but the referee stretched his arm out, and for a second thought it was a penalty, but he called for a goal kick. Georgie Antonis receives attention. Just a reminder, guys, that you can watch every game of the New South Wales NPL, all 30 rounds, plus finals, plus, of course, promotion and relegation, that playoff, all for free on the Football New South Wales YouTube. And head over to our socials as well, where our social media dream team, Sam Yeoman, JD, Henley, do a fantastic job covering our male and female match of the round. So make sure you head over to our Instagram and Facebook and see our team do their magic. It's been a magical first 41 and a half minutes here as Georgie Antonis makes his way to his feet. Younger brother of Terry Antonis, of course. It looks like maybe Georgie Antonis had something to say to the ref, and he ends up in the book. Sydney Olympic are momentarily going to have to play with 10 as Antonis makes his way, starting to run now to the sideline, looks to get back onto the pitch. And they might need him because Western Sydney go long looking for Sapsford. Too much on that one. Georgie Antonis is back on. 11v11 again. 2.5 to go here in Western Sydney. O'Donovan holds it up. McElhatton does well to get around Badolato there, and he looks to release 10 Qual. Will it set up? No, it won't. Both these keepers have been thrust into action. 10 Qual thought he had an equaliser, drilled it towards Tager Harper, who managed to keep it out. This man's been dangerous as well, Adam Parkhouse. Not that time though. Well defended by Western Sydney now, who look to break. Great challenge. As now Olympic to get back into this game and deliver a killer blow right before half time. It's been an end-to-end game of football. Western Sydney have enjoyed a majority of the possession, but Sydney Olympic have shown with their first goal and throughout this game that they are dangerous on the counter, but they might fall victim to a counter-attack here as Eunice. Chance here now for Hollingdale. Riley Hollingdale plays it back to Eunice. Lovely turn. Still with Marcus Eunice. Big challenge from Ziggy Gordon. Danger not over yet for Olympic. Back out to Riley Hollingdale. Going up against Timotheo Sapsford. Zach Sapsford digs it to the back post looking for Blair. Politis heads it away to safety momentarily though. So the ball is now with Alex Badolato, scorer of Western Sydney's first goal. 30 seconds to go of normal time of the first half here at Western Sydney. Dazopoulos. Hollingdale there, playing in the centre of the park, but he's ventured forward, looking dangerous on a number of occasions. Going to add to his 3 goals of the season. This man and this man have been involved in everything. Eunice there, coming together with Vakis, and winning a free kick to the displeasure of Michael Vakis. Sure you picked up on our effects, Mike. Boy, O'Donovan was a full stretch there. Pandazopoulos looking for Nathaniel Blair. Big tackle. Play on, says the referee. Goes out wide now to Marcus Eunice. Hammond. Seconds tick away here in the first half. This could be the last attack. Eunice is pulled back illegally. And I call Marcus Eunice the Aussie Neymar because he's got magical feet, but because he also cops the Neymar treatment as well. And he was on the receiving end of it once again. Sydney Olympic not happy with that free kick, and they let Marcus Eunice know about it. Youngster straight back up to his feet though. Getting ready for this Zach Sapsford free kick. This could be the last action of the first half. Taken by Zach Sapsford. Wanderers lead by 2-1. Goes towards the back post. Ten Qual seemed to duck. And he gives away a free kick now on the opposite side. So this game now just getting a little bit testy. Getting physical. He's getting a bit chirpy as well, a bit agitated. Plenty at stake for both teams. Western Sydney looking to snap their 2-game losing streak and maintain their position at the top of the table. Sydney Olympic looking to keep in touch with the top 6. They're going to have to defend this free kick. This could be the last actions of the first half. Western Sydney looking to add to that 2-1 lead. They float it to the back post. Pandazopoulos heads it back across goal. The referee puts his arm up anyway because I believe it travelled over the byline and out for a goal kick. Can't be too much longer now. Noah James made a couple key saves. It's been an end-to-end game and promises to be a fantastic second half. If it's anything like the first, you are in for an absolute treat. Sydney Olympic took the lead thanks to a Michael Vakis screamer, but Western Sydney hit back straight away, scoring 2 quick goals. It was 2-1 after 8 minutes. It stayed that way at halftime. Plenty to play for in the second half. We'll be back soon. Hope you guys got a quick drink. Did everything you needed to do, because for the next 45 minutes or so, you do not want to move. When these two teams walked out for the first half, it was a game that promised to have goals. It lived up to the expectations. After 8 minutes, Michael Vakis' curling screamer, which I've seen has already done the rounds on the New South Wales NPL socials, got us started. Western Sydney pulled it back through Alex Badolato, and then Pandazopoulos from the corner put the home team in front after 8 minutes. The score remained that way, and it's going to be Olympic to get us back underway for the second half. And can you believe it? We need to do a redo. Top quality first half, but a Sunday League restart. Now we get started again. Sydney Olympic now going from left to right. And if you are enjoying this one on the big screen or on your phone, after the game, I recommend scrubbing back if you missed the first goal and checking out that Michael Vakis screamer. Heavy challenge. It's Georgie Antonis in the thick of it once again. He and Michael Vakis thought they had a penalty. Vakis brought down on the edge of the box. There was a blade of grass in it. Nathaniel Blair, the goal scorer, looking to turn provider there. Not this time. Politis, who's been good. A couple key interceptions and blocks so far, and he does it once again. They switch it now. Looking for Vakis. Scorer of the first goal. Slid in front of the RBB as well. Here he is on the ball, looking to thread the needle. But Georgie Antonis unable to do so. Blair. There's the 1-2 with Sapsford. Bit of space on the right-hand side for Marcus Eunice. Gets that first time crossing for Sapsford. It's now with Aiden Hammond. But the flag is up. Lovely football down the right-hand side. Marcus Eunice with the first-time cross. It beat Zach Sapsford. And then the opposite winger, Aiden Hammond. It was a brilliant finish. But the flag was up. I'm assuming either for Zach Sapsford or Aiden Hammond. And we had a chaotic start to the first half. We nearly got a carbon copy in the second half, but it was Western Sydney this time. Western Sydney did get shot out of a cannon with their start, testing Sydney Olympic straight away, and then Olympic with their first real chance. Roy O'Donovan shot cannoned off the crossbar, and then Vakis curled in the second effort. And that's been the story of this game. Western Sydney enjoying a majority of the ball. Sydney Olympic happy to sit back and try and sting them on the counter, which they've nearly done on a couple of occasions. And Teng Kuol has gotten better and better as this game's gone on. Politis going up against his opposite fullback, Devine. Aiden Hammond, another one of these Wanderers academy players who's featured on a number of occasions for the A-League men's team. Thought he had Western Sydney's third, but the flag was up. Greenwich. Long ball over the top. Marcus Eunice going up against Zoricic once again, and they slide out, and it goes out for a quarter, and the rain's starting to pick up as well. So this field, which looks like it's held up very well, considering that Sydney has been battered by poor weather for at least 10 days now. Hollingdale take the corner. Was also very dangerous in that first half, venturing forward. He will take this quarter. He sticks the one arm up. Western Sydney go two up from the set piece. It's floated into the near post, flicked on by Marcus Eunice. And then on the turn, it was Pandazopoulos, the big centre back, feeling himself after that goal. Into a Sydney Olympic player, and free kick, which relieves Sydney Olympic there. Wanderers making a good start to this second half, just like they did in the first, to be honest, even though they conceded. That was Olympics' first real venture into their attacking half, and they punished Western Sydney. But since then, Wanderers equalised, retook the lead, and have enjoyed a majority of the ball. Lab Polidi's got firepower on his bench when he decides to use it. The ex-Manly man, Ollie Pufflet. Beg your pardon, take a Harper there. Roy O'Donovan. Still got plenty of juice in that legs, pressing hard. And it's Sydney Olympic with a chance now. Lovely ball from Qual for Parkhouse. Looks to fizz it across goal. It took a deflection of Panthazopoulos, which could have gone anywhere, but thankfully for Western Sydney, it went straight into the arms of Harper. Shikluna plays Marcus Yunus. Burst of pace there from the human highlight reel. And a couple step overs as well, which is what we love to see from the Aussie Neymar. One touch too many, maybe. No, it wasn't. Floated to the back post. Nathaniel Blair was at full stretch. It then fell to Aiden Hammond. Unable to steer his shot goalward. And now it is out for a Sydney Olympic throw. RBB. I hope you guys can hear them on my microphone. I've got the drums, and they've come out in numbers as well, as have the Sydney Olympic fans. Great atmosphere here despite the weather. We are playing on grass, and thankfully this game didn't have the same fate as the Central Coast game against St George FC down at Plume Park. That game was washed out. We've got football here, and we've got a fantastic game. Western Sydney in charge, but the Olympic are looking threatening on the counter-attack. Counter-attacking just yet, or no, maybe now they will, because that one goes out for a throw. Now they send that one out. Lovely 1-2. Even better back heel. Big coming together. Huge collision there. Nathaniel Blair on the edge of the box. Waved away by the referee as the rain really starts to come down now. Badolato. Hollingdale. He's got 3 goals this season. Can he add a 4th? Decides to pass. Eunice. The rain really starts to heave down here. Plays it back now for Shikluna. I'm going to assume that that was a cross. Goes way over the bar. The rain starts to bucket down here. We've got 52 minutes of no rain, but it is starting now to bucket down. You need good eyes to see through it wherever you're watching on the Football New South Wales NPL as Adam Bulgaria presses there. Free kick for Western Sydney. This is monsoonal here at Baby Wonderland, which has turned into a slip and slide. Hollingdale. Nathaniel Blair, lovely touch. There to steer it in the path of Marcus Yunus. Tenquol looks to burst forward. That was a great tackle there by Donny Grdic, and he needed to be, because if he missed times that, he would have been in trouble. Switch now looking for Politis. Lovely touch from the right back. Finds Sam McElhatton. McElhatton with the shot! And Harper tips it over the bar. Sam McElhatton hasn't scored a goal this season, but he can hit a football. And he nearly had a sensational equaliser for Sydney Olympic. Harper was at full stretch. I'm sure you can hear that rain bucketing down on top of me. Thankfully, I'm undercover. Parkhouse to take the corner. He floats it to the back post. It sits up. Bulgaria pokes it away. Still with Sydney Olympic. Now floated to the back post. Shikluna went shoulder to shoulder there with Ziggy Gordon. Marcus Eunice tried to dance his way out of trouble. And eventually the referee blows the whistle. Some of the fans who are sitting on the sideline, because you're so close to the action here, you can stand over the fence and almost touch the players. They've now moved a couple rows back and are ducking for cover. Confirmation, Western Sydney have made a change. Adam Bulgaria, who scored a double off the bench last week, has been fantastic this season. He comes on for Aidan Hammond. Lovely press there from Tang Kuo, but goes out for a Western Sydney throw. And it's now a chance for Sydney Olympic to make a change. And it's going to be the ex-Western Sydney Wanderer, Georgie Antonis, who has really been in the trenches today. On the receiving end of a couple heavy challenges. He makes way. As Sydney Olympic look to keep touch with the top six. Remember, finals are back this season. Ziggy Gordon plays his goalkeeper. And confirmation of the change, Georgie Antonis coming off for Jack Simmons. Darcy Burgess, Will Much are on the bench for Sydney Olympic today. So there's firepower on that bench for Labhalidi to rescue something out of this game. If that first half was anything to go by, you know Sydney Olympic going to create a couple more chances, particularly through this man, Adam Parkhouse. Lovely switch. Can they bring it down? Yes, they can. And toes it through now, looking for Roy O'Donovan, who holds it up. He tries to curl it in. And it hits the top of the net. Teng Kuo was asking for the cutback. He was at the edge of the box. That would have been ridiculous from Roy O'Donovan. 2022's New South Wales NPL Golden Boot winner has had to work off the scraps that he's got, but he's, as he always does, ripped in particularly. Pressing, bouncing balls, aerial balls, causing Western Sydney trouble there, and he nearly had the equaliser. The rain subsided a little bit, still pretty heavy. It was monsoonal before. Gives you guys at home a better view of it. I was struggling to see for a few minutes as well. But nothing is going to stop this fantastic game of football. Badolato switches it out now for Shikluna. Plays Marcus Eunice out on that far right-hand side with a couple trademark step-overs. Plays it back for Shikluna. Lovely ball. Finds Bulgaria. Still with Adam Bulgaria. Still with Adam Bulgaria. Tries to dink it at the back post, looking for Zach Sapsford, and Peter Politis sends it away to safety. Adam Bulgaria has got 7 goals this season. He's transitioned from playing majority of under-20s last season to be an important player in this team. None more important than this man. Badolato. Hollingdale. Is it for his captain, Zach Sapsford? Dinks a lovely little ball. Squares it up for Badolato. That was lovely work from Sapsford and Marcus Eunice. who unselfishly laid it off for Badolato, who couldn't get his second goal. Noah James to get us restarted. Just about an hour gone here at Wanderers Football Park. The score has been the same since the 8th minute, and that is Western Sydney leading by 2-1. Yunus. Marcus Yunus is featured heavily off the bench for the A-League men's team. Made the most of his starts so this season in the NPL. Has 5 goals from just 7 starts. To tow it through for Bulgaria there. He was wrestling with Sam McElhatton, and the referee blows a free kick. Hour gone. Wanderers lead by 2-1. They were down after just a couple minutes thanks to a Michael Vakis curling beauty. Then they hit back and went bang, bang. Just 5 minutes later and lead by 2-1. This man's goal is the difference so far. Showing off what he could do. Pantazopoulos there. That was a lovely ball for Yunus, who flashed it across goal looking for Nathaniel Blair. Unable to add to his 12 goals so far. Hollingdale. Space out on the right-hand side for Yunus. They go to him once again. Even with this waterlogged pitch, Marcus Yunus showing off those lightning feet. Lovely back heel from Bulgaria for Nathaniel Blair. Back to Adam Bulgaria. His shot was always sailing over Noah James's goal. In the Olympic, no strangers to crazy games of football. They had that crazy comeback against the Wollongong Wolves. They were up 3-1 against Blacktown, only to be pegged back 3-3. I called a crazy game against Marconi, where for a majority of that game they were the better team, only to end up losing by 2-1. Of course, that's 6-0. Outrageous win over Sydney United, who have proved this season that they are one of the contenders in New South Wales. Heavy challenge. Played on by a referee. Collins finds O'Donovan. Little bit of space for Roy O'Donovan. Michael Vakis. Closed down there by Gridich, and a heavy challenge. Once again, and it's going to be another yellow card dished out here by Craig Fisher. It's Marcus Yunus who returning some of the treatment that he's always on the receiving end of, which is just a natural part of being such a gifted player that he is. But he finds himself in Craig Fisher's book now, which is starting to fill up like the Coogee Pavilion on a Saturday night. A chance for Olympic to draw level from a set piece. Plenty of tall timber in there. Quo, Timotheo, Ziggy Gordon. Floated into the near post. Headed away now, and Bulgaria gets the finishing touch on that one. Ball still with Olympic. That one brings some rain down with it. Lovely work by Shikluna. Can he get a pass away? Yes, he can. Hollingdale looking for Nathaniel Blair. Can he bring it down on his chest? The first touch just got away from him a little bit. Riley Hollingdale is a beautiful ball. Back with Hollingdale. Plays the short pass. Now for Bulgaria. Adam Bulgaria! Nearly had goal number 8 of the season, the super sub, who has been wreaking havoc since coming on in the second half. And if he keeps playing the way that he's playing, Andrew Christensen is going to have no option but to be starting him regularly. Noah James, bit of urgency now because the minutes started to tick away. 25 minutes to go. Sapsford, big leap there against Politis, who thought that he copped a hand in the back. Doesn't matter anyway, it's a Sydney Olympic throw. Ziggy Gordon, veterans, spraying that one wide a little bit, and the RBB, who of course used to cheer for him back in the day, letting him know about it as well. Nice switch of play. Ball might sit up in the rain. Vakis, you have a feeling if someone is going to pull this one out of the fire for Sydney Olympic, it'll be their number 14. I hope you guys are picking up the RBB on either my microphone or the camera's effects mic. I've just got the nod of approval from my cameraman, so I'm assuming you guys are, because the RBB has been singing for 65 minutes straight here. The best New South Wales NPL atmosphere I've ever commentated at, that's for sure. And they've witnessed a great game of football. Tenqual, the ex-Wanderer, looks like he may have won his team a corner. No, he hasn't, says our referee, Craig Fisher. Sydney Olympic staring down the barrel of their 8th loss of the season. Still plenty of football to be played. Of course, it's a 30-round season. This is round 14. We now approach the halfway stage. Finals is back. Olympic had a rough start and were flirting near the relegation zone. They've now, thankfully, pulled clear of that, because there's no way a club as historic and as iconic as Sydney Olympic can be anywhere near the relegation zone. Looking to get back in the finals mix. You're going to have to come from behind, though, after leading, and a relieving free kick there. Pantasopoulos. There's his goalkeeper, Tiger Harper, who's called into action, tipping over a thunderbolt from Sam McElhatton. That's the closest Sydney Olympic have come to equalising in the second half. Tenqual also drilled a shot into the path of Western Sydney's number 1. You have a feeling that, particularly the way these Western Sydney players influenced the A-League men's team at the end of the season, that a lot of these young superstars that you're watching today will become regulars and starting for Western Sydney and various clubs around Australia, Europe and the world. Emerging superstars against the established New South Wales NPL powerhouse that is Sydney Olympic. And it is the Socceroos factory now on the attack, and Tiger Harper had to be alert there, because if he wasn't, Roy O'Donovan was lurking at the back post as "Who do we sing for?" chants ring out here at Wanderers Football Park. And thankfully the rain has also subsided. Now it's still a drizzle, but not that apocalyptic monsoon that we were getting 15 minutes ago. Nice little spell of possession here for Sydney Olympic, and they might have a free kick on the edge of the box. Yes, they do. Well done from Rory O'Donovan. The veteran there wins his team a free kick. Sydney Olympic haven't been able to test Western Sydney from set pieces the way the home team has done. Anthony Pantasopoulos' goal from a corner, the difference so far. It's Tenqual. Standing over this free kick. Chance for Sydney Olympic to draw level. Little bit of a delay here. It's just building to the suspense. It's 10 Quo! What? A goal! And it was worth the suspense. It is an absolute screamer from 10 Quo against his former club. And Sydney Olympic. It's a bangers only policy. Their first goal was a screamer, and that one from 10 Quo was even better. And apologies for my voice, going a little bit crazy there. But that goal was worth losing your voice for and losing your mind as well. And the Sydney Olympic fans are up and about. They are loving it. 10 Quo against his former team. How much he would love that one. And now Western Sydney have to respond. On ball now for Vakis. He's screamer. He's going to take a special goal to outdo him, and it was. Bulgaria. What can the super sub produce? It's a simple pass for Marcus Eunice. Nothing simple about the Aussie Neymar. A couple step overs, floats it to the back post. Too much on that one, and a goal out of absolutely nothing from the dead ball by 10 Quo. Olympic probably enjoyed their best spell of possession. Roy O'Donovan wins the free kick on the edge of the box. And the ex-Western Sydney Wanderer, he played centre-back last season. He played up front. He played out on the wing. Now calls Belmore home. And has drawn level with definitely a goal that you're going to be seeing played at the end of season awards ceremony as that ball falls to the path of Roy O'Donovan. He's got Michael Vakis out in front of him, but that touch was a little bit heavy, and Tiger Harper, who has been on the receiving end of two screamers, has something a little bit more simple there. Badolato, heavy pass. It's in the Olympic. With all the momentum now, McElhatton. Elias plays the fresh legs of Simmons, who was brought on about 15 minutes ago for Georgie Antonis. Plays it back to his right back, Politis. Key interception there for Badolato. The ball falls back now to Sydney Olympic. McElhatton plays it out to the left-hand side where there's a little bit of space, but the cross can't find a Sydney Olympic jersey, and they were queuing up, and all of a sudden, the away team with all the momentum here in Western Sydney as the home team look like they're getting ready to make another change. Now, I'm hoping you can hear that as well. That is an Olympic chant starting to ring out to my left. Thanks to this man's goal, 10 Quo. Looking to be a provider, floats a good ball, and Dazopoulos. Yeah, does well to chest it to the path of his goalkeeper. His goal did separate these teams for about an hour until 10 Quo's absolute golazo of a free kick drew us level, and all of a sudden now Western Sydney starting to spray a couple of passes, and all Sydney Olympic at the moment. The RBB has been silenced by a former Western Sydney Wanderer. As now it's an Olympic player who stayed down. Looks like it's Michael Vakis right in front of the Western Sydney bench. As the shouts of Olympic ring out. Riley Hollingdale coming off for the home team. 16 minutes for them to find a winner here, and it's going to be Jesse Cameron coming on. Marcus Eunice plays Bulgaria. Asks for it back, doesn't get it that time. Well won by Zoricic. Bit of space on that left-hand side now for Olympic to get a cross in, and they do, and it's floated to the back post looking for Tenquo, who's full of confidence after his golazzo. A little bit too eager there, bundling over Devine, who's been limping around for a couple of minutes now, but manages to get back to his feet. Beg your pardon, it wasn't Jesse Cameron that came on, it was Marcus Fernandez. As I said, guys, my eye is getting worse and worse, and this rain hasn't helped. Ziggy Gordon tried to keep that one in. Unable to, as Western Sydney just lost their way since conceding. Spraying a couple passes, and that one goes into the referee, and he brings it back. Right in front of the Sydney Olympic fans. Telling him to get out of the way. Grittich. Harper. Long ball, looking for Marcus Eunice, having to drop well into his own half to get it now. Bulgaria. Can the super sub get goal number 8? Get his team back in the winner's circle. Lovely switch for Devine. Great touch as well. Sapsford moves it onto his right foot. Well done once again by Peter Politis, who's ventured forward. And in the path of Teng Kuo, who caught a little bit of Tager Harper as well. They look to take the throw quickly, but Sydney Olympic just half a step ahead of everything at the moment, and they get a free kick as well. Simmons. Ziggy Gordon shoos him away. 13 minutes to go here in Western Sydney. The home team looking to get back in the winner's circle, but it's 2-2 and they find themselves defending this move here. And it goes out for a corner. All Sydney Olympic in the last 10 minutes. Without a doubt, their best spell of the entire game. And it was that Teng Kuo free quick kick which has just flipped this game on its head. It's going to be McElhatton to take the corner out on that far left-hand side. McElhatton floats it into the middle, looking for Timotheo, and it goes over everyone. Simmons looking to send it back in. Ricochets off to Vine and falls back into his path. To thread the needle there, but unable to get it through for Devine. As Eunice is now pulled back by Politis, and Peter Politis earns himself a spot on Craig Fisher's book, which is growing and growing. 12 minutes to go here. Wanderers looking to snap their 2-game losing streak. The leaders of the New South Wales NPL Olympic. Only one win in their last 4, but if they could salvage one here, it'd be without a doubt their most important and maybe impressive of the season as well. And that's even more so than a 6-0 win, because they've come from behind against the league leaders, away from home, terrible weather. Eunice. Is it now for Badalato? Delicate little touch there. Nathaniel Blair. Unable to add to his 12 goals this season. Alek Urushevsky came into this round on 13. That ball, has Devine managed to keep it in? No, he hasn't, says Touchy. Vakis. Scored a beautiful goal. He switched sides, coming from the left to the right, looking to play. Tanquol and Pantazopoulos there with a beautiful slide. Politis trots over to take the throw. 10 minutes to go here at Wanderers Football Park. Brilliant game of football we've been treated to. Ziggy Gordon bursting forward, tried to poke it through for Tanquol, but the Wanderers were alert. Matthieu, be careful with this bouncing ball. Nathaniel Blair venturing in on him as well, as now got fireworks. We've been treated to it all here at Wanderers Football Park. Fireworks. Got a flare here as well. Fantastic goals. This game has had it all. And because of that, players are going to have to come off as well, because the flare smoke has made its way onto the field. This is absolute scenes. Well, guys, as you can probably tell, flares of fireworks have gone off here at Wanderers Football Park. Scenes that you would see at some of the best derbies in the world, in Europe and Buenos Aires, have made their way to Wanderers Football Park. Absolute scenes. We're going to wait for this smoke to disappear, and hopefully we'll be back soon. I'll keep you guys updated. Don't go anywhere though, because we've got 10 minutes to go in a fantastic game of New South Wales NPL football. No, you're not watching a derby in Belgrade or Zagreb or Buenos Aires, Argentina. This is New South Wales NPL football at Wanderers Football Park, and a flare and fireworks have gone off, momentarily stopping play. Players have made their way back out to the field now. It's testing my lungs here, which have been tested for 80 minutes of fantastic football. Just joining us now, or you missed the start of the game, Michael Vakis set the tone for what type of game this would be, scoring a beautiful curling effort after just 2 minutes. Then Wanderers not only pulled a goal back through Alex Bardolato, they then took the lead from Anthony Pantazopoulos and led 2-1 after just 8 minutes. It stayed that way for about an hour until a Tanquol goal of the year worthy free kick drew us level. The flare and fireworks smoke has now drifted onto the M8, and we are back. Great that didn't stop this fantastic game, which deserves an ending. Lovely dinked ball over the top, brought down brilliantly by Marcus Yunus. Couple step overs looking for Bardolato. Dances through traffic. Alex Bardolato! That was a brilliant run there from Western Sydney's number 10. And he was centimetres away from scoring a goal, which at this stage could be a winner. We, of course, are going to get a nice chunk of added time as well, because if you're wondering why, there might be a little bit of smoke lingering. No, your screen isn't dirty. A flare and some fireworks went off. I personally don't have a problem with that, but I can imagine some people will. It's football. Marcus Eunice. RBB and Sydney Olympic fans making plenty of noise. Vakis holds the ball up. Plays Simmons. Sydney Olympic only making one change at the moment. Dazopoulos' header. He was on the receiving end of a little bit of treatment from Sydney Olympics fans, who there's a nice little contingent of them right on the sideline, and both teams' supporters giving as good as they're taking as well. It's been a great game of football, and it has had everything. The Sydney Olympic fans deserve to be chirpy as well, because their team has come to Western Sydney against the leaders in this competition, and it's been the type of display you would expect from a team as prestigious and iconic as Sydney Olympic. Happy to sit back and try and hit Western Sydney on the counter, and they're going to have to defend at the moment. Jesse Cameron. Is it now for Nathaniel Blair? Goes shoulder to shoulder with Vakis, and the scorer of the first goal gets back there to dispossess Western Sydney's top goal scorer. Dazopoulos on the receiving end of a lot of treatment from the Olympic fans. I don't know why. He's been great today, and of course he scored the second goal as well. Zoricic does very well against Marcus Eunice and plays a great ball as well for Adam Parkhouse. It's on his favoured left side, floats it to the back post, looking for O'Donovan. What a chance for Roy O'Donovan. And you would back Sydney Olympics adopted Greek 9 times out of 10 to head that one in. Wow, huge chance.
We love the commentator. We do. We love the commentator. We do. Oh, commentator. We love you. We love the commentator. We do.
I'm getting some applause from the Sydney Olympic fans. Thanks, guys.
Make a noise when we score.
Because you've scored 2 fantastic goals, that's why. Here he's at a Parkhouse. Flag goes up. Flag goes up. Greenwich to get us back underway. I don't want this game of football to end. It has been a fantastic end-to-end game of football. Nathaniel Blair. It's tangled up there. And Timotheu just sends that one high and far and nearly takes out a light. Can Western Sydney find a winner here and get back in the winner's circle? Because if they draw today, Western Sydney will go 2 points clear. Rockdale plays Sydney FC tomorrow. So there'll be a chance for Rockdale to go first, and Apia will be 3 points behind Western Sydney as well. If it stays this way, will we have one final chance? O'Donovan still full of running. No signs of aging there, Roy O'Donovan. Plenty of juice in his legs, as are in this man's legs as well, Marcus Eunice, and he looks to have won his team a free kick. Yes, he has. The final seconds of regular time tick away. Western Sydney have already scored 1 goal from a set piece. Can they land a killer blow to Sydney Olympic, who've done so well to claw their way back into this game and have been the better team for a majority of the second half? But Olympic are going to have to defend this set piece. Sapsford floats it to the back post. It's high and above everyone. I think it might even trickle out for a throw. Yes, it will. Olympic going to make a change. There's going to be quite a bit of stoppage time, at least, I would say.
12 minutes! It's 12 minutes, guys! Not 8, 12!
8 minutes of stoppage time. And that is because of a little fireworks show we got. Little fireworks and a flare, which gave us some pretty crazy scenes for a game of NPL and also caused a little delay in the game. So 8 minutes for one of these teams to win it. Looking for Marcus Eunice. If anyone can produce some stoppage time magic, it's him. Heavy tackle there from Vakis. This game, it deserves a winner. Maybe a draw will be the most fitting result because it's ebbed and flowed as well. Wanderers, the better team for the first hour or so, but once Ten Qual brought us level with a goal of the season contender, it's been all Sydney Olympic. Badolato, Fernandez, Sapsford looks for his top goal scorer. He's brought down. Huge shouts there for a penalty. Was that on the edge of the box again? Yes, it was. I believe it is. There's a sea of bodies. The rain's coming down as well. But it looks like it is a free kick. We saw something very similar in the first half. Sydney Olympic thought they had a penalty. Right on the edge of the box. This one, not on the edge. But there's got to be a couple blades of grass in it. Nathaniel Blair stands over this one. Marcus Eunice has ventured over. A stoppage time free kick would be a fitting end to this game of football, which we've seen everything. It's Nathaniel Blair! We get the ending that this game deserves. Western Sydney, who are on the receiving end of a screamer, return the favour with another free kick. The RBBs run onto the field. It's absolute scenes here at Wanderers Football Park. What an ending to this game. Wowee, and football is cruel because Sydney Olympic have deserved something out of this game. And a free kick in stoppage time is a fitting end to this supreme game of football, which has quite literally had it all. Nathaniel Blair. It had to be him. Goal number 13 of the season from Nathaniel Blair. Moves him level with Ali Kurushevsky. And there was nothing unlucky about his 13th goal. In this game, has had a derby feel to it. It has had everything. Fittingly, we get an absolute screamer which may have decided it, and another flare's gone off. It'll probably be put out quickly because the rain is coming down as well. Now nearly falls in the path of Ziggy Gordon. 3-on-1 here if the ball can find Marcus Eunice, but it doesn't. Urgency now from Sydney Olympic. Nathaniel Blair's free kick. I thought I'd seen all the scenes that I could see when a flare went off in the 80th minute and the players had to come off. Ten Quoll scored a screamer. Michael Vacas scored a screamer. Sydney Olympic thought they had got something out of this game. The RBB runs onto the field. Blair looks to bring it down. He's been well contained so far this season, but this game, I beg your pardon, not this season. He's been on fire this season in his 13th goal, which moves him level with Alec Udoshevsky. Looks to keep Wanderers first for another week, not unless Sydney Olympic can pull something out of this game. Sapsford. Bulgaria plays it back now to Zachary Sapsford. A fourth would officially kill this game. Sapsford goes down towards that corner flag. He was looking to shut up shop there. Referee waves it on. Olympic go forward now. Shikluna thinks it forward for Marcus Eunice, who could be heading towards the corner flag. No, he doesn't. He finds Badolato. They go long, heavy challenge. There's finger pointing and wagging in both directions. Nathaniel Blair's free kick looks like it's going to win Western Sydney the game and keep them first and snap their two-game losing streak. Western Sydney have Rockdale and Apia both breathing down their neck. Drop ball to the displeasure of Tiger Harper. Politis. This could be the last chance for Olympic. They go long looking for O'Donovan. Harper's outstretched and impeded illegally. The Sydney Olympic players and fans not happy. The whistles are ringing out for the Western Sydney fans. Harper stays down. Let's hope he's okay. It was a big fall. Olympic. This will be loss number 8 of the season for them. Next week they play the Sky Blue side of Sydney. They play Sydney FC on a Friday night. A little bit closer to home at Rockdale. Western Sydney take on Marconi at home. That will be a fantastic game as we hit the halfway stage of the season. They go long, looking for Blair. Leiter sends it back into the mix. They bring some rain down with it. Will Olympic get one last chance? Their fans were sitting directly under me. We'll hope so. It's not going to happen now, though. Bulgaria. He's got Marcus Eunice peeling out to his right. He sends it back into the box, though, when maybe the smarter option was finding Eunice and taking it to the corner flag. Parkhouse goes long. Last chance here for Olympic. And they're going to get a free kick. Jaden Casella did well there. The substitute who only just came on. This is it. One of the games of the season. Will it have an even more dramatic finish than it already does? Ziggy Gordon got up there. The last chance here at Tiger Harper. It was acrobatic. And it was a brilliant save. And the flag went up anyway. It wouldn't have counted. It was An acrobatic bicycle kick effort, and Harper tips it over the bar. And the whistles are ringing out. Western Sydney are going to win this game of football, it looks like. That could have been the last chance for Olympic. They go long. And that is the end of one of the games of the season. It had it all. 2 screamers, one from Michael Vakascotta started. Western Sydney then took the lead. All of that happened within 8 minutes. It remained 2-1 until Ten Kuo scored an absolute screamer. Free kick against his former club. And then Nathaniel Blair to just put the cherry on top of what has been a beautiful game of football. Scored the winner in stoppage time with a fantastic free kick. What a game of football we've been treated to at a packed and very wet Wanderers Football Club. Final score, Western Sydney 3, Sydney Olympic 2. My name is Adamo Denegris, and on behalf of everyone at Football New South Wales, hope you have a fantastic weekend. Stay dry, and we'll see you next time.